Well. Oh, hey guys. So, you're probably wondering what the heck I'm doing right now. I think it's kind of obvious. I am measuring the empty deck height of my trailer, but before I get into why I'm doing that, I wanted to say something about somebody I ran into just a little bit ago. So what I was talking about outside that I wanted to talk to you guys about, bring up, I ran into a guy not too long ago. First off, this sun is killing me. I should have parked somewhere else and I'm not directly into the sun, but I ran into a guy not too long ago. His name's Rob. He's a super good guy. This guy has been, he's got a YouTube channel. He's a content creator. Been around for a while on YouTube. Him and I touched base. We got to talking, and I think a lot of his content now is lining up with my content. So we got to talking, and I thought maybe it might be beneficial for you guys, all of the new guys, the new truck drivers that are watching the channel. His channel might be really beneficial to you guys. If you're thinking about getting into open deck, or you're already in open deck and you are looking to see what somebody else is going through, to see if they're doing the same things you're doing, having the same problems, or learning the same stuff at the same time. This is a guy that has been trucking for 22 years. He's an owner-operator with Landstar. He has been trucking for 22 years, pulling a dry van, reefer, hazmat. He's been pulling van for 22 years, and made the decision back, I think it was in November time frame, he made the decision that he just needed to change, and decided to go into the open deck market, and he went through the flatbed classes with Landstar, and he's now running flatbed. So what he's doing is he's covering his entire journey on his channel. So I really think that if you guys are brand new to flatbedding, or you're thinking about getting into flatbedding, and you want to see somebody who's got a ton of experience with truck driving, that is starting off really green, brand new, and he'll tell you straight out that he doesn't know anything about flatbed, and he's learning on the go here, and kind of absorbing. He's a sponge. He's just absorbing as much information as he can, and moving forward with this. I think it would really benefit you guys that are brand new to it, and not to mention, it's just entertaining to watch. It's very interesting, and to see what he does and what he's doing. And he's got a great channel. He's got a great personality. He definitely takes very good care of his equipment. He takes very good care of his loads. All things that I also hold very important to me. And that is something that I really look for in other people. So if you guys get a chance, his name is Rob. Check out his YouTube channel is called Trucking Resources. I will put up a screenshot here of his channel. Sorry, Rob, I don't have any video that I can stick up in my video of one of your videos, but I will definitely get a screenshot up here so you can see what his channel looks like. I definitely think y'all ought to check him out. Subscribe to his channel, even if you're not new, even if you're a seasoned driver like myself and you've got some experience under your belt with flatbed. He is always looking for other people's opinions and better ways to do things and new ways to do things. So he could benefit from you guys watching his channel, and maybe make recommendations in his comments, or like telling him he's doing a good job or whatever. He definitely could benefit from that too. So also, you know, not only for the new guys, but if you're a seasoned guy, man, check his channel out too. Kind of give him some direction. He would definitely enjoy that, and he takes constructive criticism and definitely likes direction. So great guy, very good. He's becoming a very good friend of mine, and I'm enjoying our relationship, and us hopefully one of these days we'll be able to get together and do a collaboration on our YouTube channels. But that being said, check out Trucking Resources. I don't think you'll regret it. Super good guy. Make sure you put in the comments down below the Patriot Specialized sent you. So with that being said, we're going to get back out here, and we're going to talk about this nightmare that I got, well, potential nightmare that I got going on, picking up tomorrow. So talk to you in a minute. All right, so now that we talked about Trucking Resources and Rob, what a great guy, I definitely think you should check out his channel. What I'm doing here is I'm measuring the empty height of my trailer. And I'm kind of surprised by this. I'm not sure what's going on here. Normally my trailer runs about 18 inches loaded height. So it's normally running about 20 inches empty height. Right now, for whatever reason, it's running 22, and it is gonna bite me on this next load, and we're gonna talk about that here in a minute. But The reason I'm doing this is because I'm picking up a load tomorrow morning, about 3 miles from here. I'm going out to Boston, Massachusetts. Holy cow. Anytime you go northeast, Boston isn't far northeast, but it's northeast enough. Anytime you go out there, height is a problem. So I'm trying to get this thing as low as I possibly can in order to save myself a whole bunch of heartache when I get out there to Boston. So I'm measuring my height, standing at 22 inches. The load that I'm picking up is only 6,000 pounds, so it is not going to squat this trailer at all. This trailer is not even going to know that's on there. So I'm not going to get any help whatsoever by the weight of the load. So I kind of got to do it with the trailer. Now what I'm thinking about doing is I really can't do, I do have a leveling valve back there that I can, an adjustable leveling valve that I can change, and I can drop that deck height a little bit. The problem is, as I'm dropping the tandem axle, because the flip is on there, as I'm dropping the tandem axle down, it's taking a lot of air out of that rear set of bags. So the flip will essentially end up having no air in it all. So basically, I'm gonna have to work with what I got here. Hoping that I can adjust it a little bit, maybe get an inch or two out of it. The front, I know I can. I have adjustable dog ears. There's 2 settings. You see me flipping those dog ears when I detach. There's 2 settings on those. One is high, one is low. And right now, I always run them in the high. When I'm pulling heavy loads, I always make sure it's in the high setting because this thing still sits pretty low to the ground with a bunch of weight on it. So I can flip those, and I probably will tomorrow morning to get a little bit extra deck height, or lower the deck a little bit and get a little bit extra height out of it. But I don't know, man, without having a completely adjustable valve on that flip, I don't think there's anything I can do about the back. So we're going to end up being a little bit higher than I want to be on this load. The load I'm picking up is an air handling unit. It is 7 foot wide, 24 foot long. So we're going to fill up about the entire well, and it's 12.6 high. I believe they're accurate on their dimensions. They're pretty good about it. So at 12.6 high, normally on an 18-inch deck height, that would put us at 14 foot. Unfortunately, right now my deck is sitting at about 22 inches. So we're gonna end up being 14.3, 14.4. I'm hoping to get that down to 14.2, but either way, it's probably not gonna matter much because New York at 14 foot requires a route survey and a pull car to go with you. Connecticut at 14 foot requires a pull car, no route survey. Massachusetts at 13.8 requires, 13 foot 8 inches requires a route survey done and a pull car to be attached to you at 13.10. So basically, we're gonna end up with a pull car from the Pennsylvania-New York line all the way into delivery in Boston on Tuesday morning. So trying to cut this down as much as I can, make it a little bit more comfortable on the East Coast, because man, them bridges are low out there. That's why nobody likes going out there with high loads. That's why I got the rate I got on this. So we're gonna see what happens. Not real crazy about how this is starting out. My deck's sitting as high as it is. I don't know, I'm gonna play around with some things, see what I can do, but stick around. We're gonna cover that load. As soon as I get it picked up tomorrow morning, I'll probably run a little bit and then stop and shoot a video on what I did with the load. So talk to y'all soon. What's up, guys? Thursday morning, it is about 7:29 Central Time. Getting ready to roll out here to go get to my pickup. Probably should have left about 15 minutes ago and got over there. However, I got this load from a broker, and the Raycon, on the Raycon it says must call Damon, I think it is, 30 minutes prior to arrival or you'll be turned away for staging. I guess there's no parking on site or whatever. So I'm not sure how that works first thing in the morning. So I tried calling them about 10 after 7 or so. Got a voicemail, left a voicemail. I don't know. Probably now that it's 7:30, I'll probably try to give him a call real quick and see what he wants me to do. I don't want to roll in there and then get turned away. So see what happens here. Let's give him a buzz. Voicemail. Well, I gave it 2 tries, so I guess I'm gonna go over there and hopefully I don't get yelled at for coming in without calling him. See what happens. Talk to you in a minute. All right. Well, that didn't go as planned. Went down there. You saw me pull in. He called me right as I was pulling in. He said, "Have you done this and this and this and this?" And I'm like, no, I didn't. That's not stuff that I do. The broker should have done that. And he's like, "Nah, they didn't do any of that." So basically, what I'm looking at is I'm not on the schedule. But it sounds like it can be handled, so I'm back down at the truck stop now. Had to come back out here. There's no parking there. There's nowhere to be. There's plenty of room for me to sit there, but apparently they don't want us sitting there. So I came back down to the truck stop, sitting here now, waiting on them to get their stuff together and get me on the schedule, and then I'll get back down there and get loaded. This is why, right here, this is another example of why I stick with wheels and tracks, man. Wheels and tracks. You don't have this appointment crap. So, see what happens. Oh, man. Oh, man. What is going on, everybody? Whoo-hoo! Friday. Friday's my favorite day of the week. My favorite day of the week because I get to tell my GPS to go home. So, yesterday was a little bit of a struggle. You kind of saw my little bit of challenge in the morning. I didn't film any while we were loading. The guy wasn't real happy with me in the first place, so I didn't figure I'd even bother asking him if I could film him. But got it loaded. They got me an appointment at 9:30. I got in there at 9:30. They had a little bit of trouble because I wasn't on the schedule. They didn't get the thing dug out. Normally they dig them out and they get them staged for you, so when you pull in, they're ready for you. Unfortunately, because I wasn't on the schedule, because that whole debacle, they had to dig it out, so I had to wait a little bit to get dug out. They got it on. I got it chained down. I got out of there about, I think it was about 11 o'clock. Yeah, it was about 11 o'clock Central Time I got out of there. So, was trying to decide how to run last night. We had a little issue with permits, got routed some goofy ways, so I had to work with my permit girl and we had to get that fixed, and there was that going on. There was it was just trying to get the escort set up and trying to get all this gibberish for Monday. Yesterday was pretty busy, and I ended up just running. But the only place I could think of that I was getting parking as late as I was going to end up stopping, because I pretty much had a fresh logbook at 11 o'clock. So I knew I was going to be running kind of late if I wanted to put any kind of distance on that thing today, or if I wanted to put any distance on this load yesterday, get as close as I could to home. So I knew I was going to be running late. So the best place I could think to find that I was going to be able to find parking was here at Glendale, Kentucky. There's a Pilot or a Petro here that is just, it's massive. So it's a big place. I knew I would find parking here, so I ran up here. Got here kind of late last night. It was about 10 o'clock or so. So that's where I'm at. I'm getting ready to roll out. It's Ghost is I did my pre-trip. Ghost is going through the cool down process. Looks like I'll be able to get out of here and probably as soon as Ghost is done with her cool down process. So figured I'd jump out real quick. I'll show you the load, show you what I did for Securement, talk a little bit about it, and then we'll get on the road to get home, get this thing delivered. I'm gonna roll out Monday morning. We'll get over to Boston, get parked. With any luck, maybe I'll be able to drop the trailer on site, and we'll deliver this thing Tuesday morning. Got a load booked for Tuesday out of New Hampshire, going back down to Tennessee. So things kind of moved around yesterday. I got a bunch of stuff doing, but right now let's go show you this load. So there we go. All right. Man, one of the weird things about this, they give you these tags. That tag right there is a GPS tracker. They got me running macro point and a GPS tracker, which if you ain't know about anything about macro point, it's a GPS, it's a tracker. Man, what the heck? Nasty people. It's a tracking device. They got me running that, and then they gave me that box. So, but they really want to know where this thing is. Funny, I didn't have all that when I hauled a tank. All right, so here's our baby right here. She's 25 foot long, a little under 26 foot long, 7.5 feet wide, 12 foot 7 inches tall is what it ended up being. It's got this part right, you can see it kind of goes up right there and it comes back down. That right there is the highest point. I kind of wish we could have flipped it around and put that up front. It would have been a little bit lower. I'd have saved a little bit of height, but you heard me talking earlier about measuring my deck height, trying to get this thing down. It ended up I was 14.4, best I could do. 14 foot 4 inches, so it is what it is. Like I said on the video earlier in the video, it really doesn't matter. Anything over 14 foot gets sketchy out there, so you got to do what you got to do. So here's what I did for Securement. They have these tie down points, and it's kind of crazy. They have 3 of them, and then a guy comes up and tells me that's not really a tie down point. They put it on there so you guys can secure, but it's not really a tie down point. And if you pull too hard forward or too hard backwards, that thing will break. I said, what? Number one, how is that gonna break? I mean, I guess it could break the aluminum or whatever, but you would think it would be bolted into something solid back there. But anyways, they said it would break. They wanted as much pressure straight down as possible. They're used for lifting, I suppose. So the pressure is gonna be straight up when they pick it up, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, what I did here, I tied to the trailer and I tried to come straight up to it. I ended up putting my clevises on. I came straight up to it, went through it, put another clevis here in the middle, ran this chain through it and straight back down to the trailer, and then I put my binder in the middle. And then I did another one here through the same clevis, through the back clevis, straight back down to the trailer, put my binder right there. The best thing I could come up with to get this accomplished the way they wanted it accomplished. The thing weighs 6,072 pounds. 6,000, that's it. Like, it's huge for weighing 6,000. I wasn't sitting in there, so the truck shut off. Get this truck fired back up here so it'll run this cool down. Dang it, dang it, dang it. So, this thing only weighs 6,000 pounds. Pretty big for only weighing 6,000 pounds, but makes Securement nice, makes Securement easy. You don't have to work quite as hard. So, I got these 2 chains on this side. And then I did the same exact thing on the other side. Same chains in the same place, attached them the same way. That gives us basically, because those chains don't go all the way across the trailer, they're on each side. That gives us basically 2 chains holding 6,000 pounds in. More than enough. You know what I did want to look at? I noticed that last night the paper wrapping on this thing on the back corner over here was starting to flap a little bit. Looks like it's a little tore up here, but that's nice. Quality craftsmanship. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't talk about, when they're putting this thing on, because my trailer actually has a little bit of arc in it, every trailer does, we ended up having to get outrigger boards in the center here. It's flat against the trailer, but on the end it was up. It was up about 1 inch or 2, well, 2 inches, because I ended up getting an outrigger board out, and I put my outrigger board underneath it on the front and the back, and that ended up being just about perfect. So now I know what the arc of my trailer is. It's about 2 inches. Those boards are true too, so I guess my arc is about 2 inches. All right, well, it's Friday, my friends. Friday. I'm gonna go home. Friday. Oh. Head to the house. We will be back on the road Monday morning. Gonna deliver up in Boston. Like I said, I got a load booked up there, so looking like next week's gonna be decent, or at least start off decent. So right now, I'm gonna get the heck out of Dodge. I'm gonna get home and try to enjoy my weekend. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we will see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching.